Spain is gearing up for its third general election in just 4 years. This weekend, Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez is leading the polls, but neither his Socialists nor the Conservative People's Party are expected to secure an outright majority. That means they will need help in forming a coalition from smaller parties, which are enjoying a surge in support. Our correspondent Lisa Lewis visited some rural communities near the Spanish city of Teruel, where many feel forgotten by mainstream politicians. The two big traditional parties are scrambling to win back their trust.
Raquel Clementes decided to speak up for empty Spain. She grew up in this village with 300 inhabitants, one bar and a bakery, only open for an hour a day. Now she's running for parliament in the province of Teruel for the Conservative People's Party, or PP.
Representing Teruel would make me really happy. Every piece of good news is being celebrated by everybody here, even if it doesn't concern all of us directly. We are like a big family.
She takes us to a nearby village with 130 inhabitants. The local PP-run government recently convinced someone to run the village's only shop and bar by not charging them any rent. The village hadn't had a grocery shop for 3 years. But that hasn't convinced everybody here to vote for the party.
Our province is completely isolated. We don't have proper infrastructure. Our trains are falling apart and are really slow. The traditional parties have promised action and pledged millions of euros, but they just haven't delivered.
We want to implement an action plan for the countryside and take special measures in Teruel. We have been fighting for people here for a long time.
I just don't trust the political class anymore. They all talk about grand ideas, but afterwards, there are parts of Spain that are just forgotten.
Desperate and disappointed, people are putting their hopes in smaller, more radical parties. In the provincial capital, we meet Maru Diaz from the far-left party Unidas Podemos. She's promising voters a breath of fresh air and a fresh start.
The traditional parties have governed Spain for 40 years and are responsible for the emptying of the countryside. People should have the courage to vote for our innovative policies. They will bring people back. We will build new roads and train lines and create more job opportunities for women.
Like the smaller parties, Raquel says the PP also has a master plan to bring life back to the countryside. She's promising better infrastructure, more support for farmers and better internet access.
People should trust us, make the most of their vote, not vote for the smaller parties. The fewer seats our party has, the less it will be able to do for the countryside.
But the elections are expected to show that Spaniards, not just in rural areas but across the country, are losing faith in the traditional parties. And winning that back will take more than just promises.